Jay, the Seattle Seahawks are the number one seed from the NFC, go up against the San Francisco 49ers. Jay, the bye for Seattle, I also think will be helpful as well. Where can San Francisco attack the Seattle Seahawks defense? Because their defense is stellar as well. So where's Kyle Shanahan going to look to attack?
Well, I think the bye is a hindrance. If you look at Sam Darnold after buys, he's complete ass through his career. So I think that's a problem going in. I think Kyle Shanahan attacks this defense through Christian McCaffrey because that's what you do. But I also think that he does enough motion and trickery where his offense is predicated on making simple things look difficult for the defense. So he makes it simple on his offense, but he makes it confusing and difficult on the defense. I think that's where they get it. But both of these teams know each other so well because they're divisional opponents that this is one of those games where, there's not a ton of ways you're going to trick teams anymore. And they know each other. They're going to just line up. And I don't think anybody's going to be shocked. And I think we're going to have a really close game down to the end of this game.
Yeah, Jake, they just played each other. They played each other week 18, and the Seattle Seahawks won that game. I think it was 30 points to 3. They absolutely put the beat down on the 49ers.
They split this year.
Yeah, they split this year. They split this year, but the last time they played was week 18 in Seattle in a win and into the number one seed, in and win the division game as well. So how much do you think those games that they played against each other where, San Francisco won the first one, the Seahawks won the one in week 18, the most recent one, how much of an effect do you think they have on this game?
None. It's like the Packers and the Bears. They played each other 3 weeks, the 3-week span in between or something, right? I don't think you play each other so much that I don't think you have anything residual from the last game. I don't think you carry things over from divisional teams. Like you win and lose divisional games all the time. So I think that this is one of those games scared of the other one because they know them so well, and then they just go out there and they play football like we watched with the Packers and the Bears, and I think it's going to be a really close game. And with that said, I have no idea who's going to win this game, but I'm taking the 49ers in the 7 because I think it will come down to the end of the fourth quarter, which makes me more comfortable with 7 points.
Yeah, just to really put that into kind of the ether as well, because I agree with you. I'm going to take the 49ers plus 7, but I think the Seahawks are going to win. Is the last time they played, it was 13 points to 3. And it looked like the whole time that Seattle dominated that game, that week 18 game that they played, they absolutely dominated them. And were only able to score 13 points. And I'm not entirely sure how. I remember us coming on the show and just going, I don't know how Robert Saleh's done that, because the Seahawks ran the ball completely freely, ran it up and down the field like nobody's business. Kenneth Walker had 97 yards in that game. Sam Darnold,
I think that's the key to this game right there. What you just said, Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold is the key to this game.
Yeah, Sam Darnold threw for 200 yards, 20 completions off 26 attempts. I know 200 yards isn't loads, but 20 completions, 26 attempts. They would bite out of the Seahawks. They were bites out of the 49ers this entire time. And Jay, where I do think this difference is them playing each other already. I think Sam Darnold has played them. He's beat them in the game that mattered the most, showing that he could cope with the pressure. And can Brock Purdy do the same thing? Can Brock Purdy say the same thing, saying that he was able to cope with that pressure? No, he only scored 3 points. 3-1 interception as well. So Sam Darnold, I think, has a bit of a mental upper hand here.
I'm leaving.
Why?
What's the farthest Brock Purdy went into the playoffs?
No.
What's the farthest Brock Purdy's ever went in the playoffs? No. What's the farthest Brock Purdy's ever went into the playoffs?
The NFC Championship game, right? Or did he? They played the Super Bowl. They played the Super Bowl, right?
No, they made the Super Bowl, right? Yeah. So,
yeah, the Super Bowl. Yeah.
I'm just saying, I don't think Brock Purdy's going to be bothered by it. I don't think that's a thing, and I think he's proved he can play in the biggest games. I think our thing is, again, Brock Purdy's streaky, and I'll give you that. And I'm not going to say that Brock Purdy's going to come light on fire, but I don't think that there's an edge with Sam Darnold having just beat them over Brock Purdy, who's played in the biggest games in the NFL. Like, that's just kind of my argument. Like, I don't know. I don't know why you just made me feel like I had to defend Brock Purdy all of a sudden.
I think the Sam Darnold can't cope with pressure thing is overtaken by the fact he's already beaten the team 3 weeks ago in a game where it was a big game. It wasn't like it was just any normal regular season game. It was final regular season game of the season with the monkey on the back from the season before with the Vikings where he did choke, coming out and winning the
division. Fred Warner said he's playing
against this team as well, which I think will
Fred Warner said he's playing.
That which will be big as well. Jay, I think the Seahawks are going to win, but I think it's good to bet that I'll be within 7. I was surprised when I saw the spread was 7 in this one, so give me the Seahawks in that one as well.
I don't think Fred Warner's going to play, but he said he's gonna. But I don't think Shanahan lets him.
Why wouldn't Shanahan let him?
Because they just opened his window and Shanahan said, no, he's not playing. And then Fred Warner comes out and says, I'm playing. I don't think Shanahan's going to let him. I don't think they're going to let him play.
Yeah, I don't think they'll let him play considering he's definitely still hurt. And like he's clearly hard. I think he'll play in nails, and they would like him for next season.
And I think if they make the Super Bowl, he'll play. But I don't think he'll play unless because his window's open, so they get him another 3 weeks. Then so I could see that, but I don't think he's playing this week.